Hey all, Raz here, and I am here with a game called the YAWHG. Yes, it's a black screen for now, just give it a minute to load. Not even a minute, I hope. But, anyway, this is another one from the Humble Clickteam Fusion bundle, meaning it was made with that program. Kit, whatever, I'm not entirely sure. But regardless, I have not tried this game out yet, so we'll see how it works. And we'll also see if it works with my controller. So I'm gonna try. We'll see. I don't know. I've been having issues getting this thing to work with games lately. Why is this not loading anything there? Now we know. Oh cool, it is gonna work. Awesome. Select at least 2 characters. Okay. There we go. Okay. We'll see how this works. Apparently this is something that changes constantly and gets good reviews on Steam. So, I saw one in particular that said it's particularly different. Anyway, the YAWHG will be here in 6 weeks and no one expects it. Not a one of us. We just keep on living our lives week by week, unaware. Ooh, I like the graphics. Reminds me a lot, actually, of, Don't Starve. I guess we'll go chop wood. You spend the week cutting down trees for the village. Gain 2 physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day you stumble upon a dryad picking flowers in a field. Upon noticing you, she runs up to you excitedly. "Excuse me, miss, would you care to dance?" she asks. "I've been wanting to dance for so long, but nobody else has been around to dance with," she sighs. "I'd love to." She giggles and takes you by the hand. She starts humming at a song and the 2 of you dance together in the middle of the forest. You accidentally step on her toes several times while dancing. After the 3rd time, she stops you. She thanks you for the dance and limps off into the night. You practice dancing a little. You gained 1 finesse. Cool. Let's see. You seem like one to do alchemy. You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day, an artificer stops by for a visit. She is adorned with magical gadgets and gizmos and is followed everywhere by her clockwork spider. I'm not fond of spiders, but I've seen some clockwork ones and they look frickin' awesome. The alchemists of the tower all go out of their way to impress the artificer, offering her an array of potions and elixirs. And yes, I realize I could be saying artificer wrong. As she's leaving, she adorns the most charming of the alchemists with a special trinket. The fact that she didn't choose you was a very humbling experience. You gain 1 charm. They say the last time it came, the YAWHG devoured houses whole, stole lives, tore families and family members apart. But that was so very long ago. You spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden. You gain 1 finesse, 1 physique, and earn yourself 1 wealth. Walking past a pond one day, you see a fat little frog sitting on a lily pad. "Please, miss," the frog begs, "I am not a frog at all, but an enchanted prince. If you could see your way to kissing me, it would break the curse and return me to normal." You know what? Sure. You bend down and kiss the frog. You feel a curious stirring, like a curse trying to break. Unfortunately, you don't seem to be Excuse me. You don't seem to be magical enough to get the job done. I'm sorry, I have a bit of a rough voice right now. The frog thanks you for your efforts and hops off sadly. You wake up the next morning with a bad case of lip warts. You lose 1 charm. Lovely. You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. Gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. One day, the bloodletting leeches somehow escape from their containers. Leeches start flooding into the hallway. Yummy. There are people screaming everywhere as leeches slither towards them. "Somebody do something!" yells one of the doctors. Zap 'em. You wave your hand, unleashing a wave of magic to disintegrate the leeches. The leeches all poof into dust. You saved the hospital with your quick thinking. Gain 1 mind. It was on us in a heartbeat, or so the stories go. The earth shook, the air went still. You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth in tips and gain 2 charm. One day, a bard pulls out his lute in the bar and starts playing a tune. Unfortunately, his singing is horrible and is ruining the tavern's atmosphere. You decided to do something about it. Sure. You borrow the bar owner's lute and challenge the bard to a musical duel. You play out a beautifully complex combination of arpeggios. The tavern roars with applause. The bard tries his best to replicate your piece, but ends up dropping his lute, snapping it in half. He bows his head shamefully in defeat and walks out of the tavern. You gain 1 finesse and 1 charm. Sorry, I got an itch to scratch. You spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One night, a woman walks up to you. "Excuse me, miss, feeling a little lonely tonight?" she asks. "For only a small amount of coin, I can make you feel good all night." No thanks. Your loss." And then the world was a howling fury, chaos, screaming, the sound of all we knew being pulled in half. You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. During a match, another warrior's weapon is knocked from their grasp. You barely manage to avoid it. With a sickening crunch, it destroys the knee of a nearby bystander. He accuses you of causing him harm by not stopping the flying weapon. He takes you to court. You object, but you can't seem to convince the judge. Damn it. He rules in the plaintiff's favor and orders you to surrender 2 wealth. I don't see how. It was completely not my fault. You spend the week doing paperwork for the palace. You're paid 2 wealth and gain 1 mind. One day the king approaches you. "Excuse me, but you look like someone who I can confide in," he says. "I really want a prince to take over the throne, but the queen and I aren't exactly active in the bedroom." He blushes a little. "Do you have any advice on how I could romance the queen, so to speak?" You spend hours drawing a bunch of diagrams and going through scenarios with the king. By the end of it, he's just as charming as you are. He thanks you and hands you a large sack of coins as a reward. You gain 3 wealth. Later that night, you get the sinking feeling that you might have actually made things worse. When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong? Or have we forgotten? You spend the week doing paperwork for the palace. You're paid 2 wealth and gain 1 mind. One day, you overhear the jester tell a joke to a group of people. Everyone laughs, but you didn't understand the joke at all. You approach the jester, asking him exactly what the joke meant. The jester scolds you at length about the dangers of explaining jokes. Something about puppies and them dying when you dissect them. You don't quite understand, but everyone around you starts laughing. Presumably, the jester had just made another joke at your expense. You've begun coming to terms with the fact that your sense of humor is lacking. Being more self-aware, you manage to exude an aura of confidence. You gain 1 charm. You spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden. You gain 1 finesse, 1 physique, and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day, on your way home from the park, you come across a golden ring in the grass. Upon placing the ring on your finger, orange glowing markings appear on the outside of the band. The markings unravel themselves from the ring and swirl in front of you. They form into what appears to be a fully armored ghost, radiating a beautiful orange light. The ghost turns to you and nods, before walking away. The ring looks good on you. Gain 1 charm. The YAWHG, it's almost here. Almost. Almost. Oh, sorry, I had to yawn. You spend the week hunting defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pellets for 1 wealth. One day, you stumble upon a corpse hanging from a tree. Carved into the tree, it is written, "Maybe somebody in the afterlife will appreciate my beautiful melodies." Underneath the tree lays a broken lute. You cut the corpse down from the tree and bury him in a shallow grave. That was a lot of work. You gain 1 physique. No. Okay. You spend the entire week getting wasted. You gain 2 charm and 1 physique. One day, while in the tavern, you hear a large commotion outside. Outside, you see a crowd of angry people carrying torches and pitchforks. "Kill the dryad," they chant in a sort of synchronized cacophony. They are all running to the middle of town. Working your way through the mob, you find a dryad running away. "I was just looking for someone to dance with," she sobs. You shout at the top of your lungs for the crowd to stop what they're doing. You hear murmurs in the crowd. Soon enough, the crowd disperses. The dryad runs up to you and gives you a kiss on the cheek. You feel energy radiate through your body. You gain 3 finesse. The storm arrives in the night. By the morning, it still rages. For 3 full days, the tempest puts us through a grinder, drowns us, crushes us, ruins us. But then it ends. We see the graveyard our home has become, our home. Does anything yet live? Is it, are we, past saving? Choose your role. The town drunk. You take it upon yourself to help rebuild the town by hand. You rebuild homes fairly quickly and efficiently. This helps the rebuilding effort a lot. Sure. You take it upon yourself to help the sick and injured from the YAWHG. You're able to keep most patients in stable condition. Some are even able to get up and back to work in no time at all. This helps the survival effort quite a bit. And so, we set about our tasks, once more living our lives, this time in a way we might never have expected or even wanted. But in the end, it was a struggle, but a struggle we never abandoned. Though our home had been stripped apart, we did not let it languish, and whether we succeed or fail, we did our best. Who knows if the YAWHG will visit us again? Who knows if we will ever be, can ever be, ready for it? That is a nice shot, though. While the town is being rebuilt, you start a topiary design firm. You charge top dollar for high-end designs of shrubs and hedges. People from all across the land seek out your expertise in all things gardening related. You are even named Time Magazine's most important person of the year at one point. You live the rest of your days out comfortably. While the town is being rebuilt, you spend more and more time in the alchemy tower. Your potion brewing abilities quickly become among the best in the world. Your health and mana potions are considered world-class delicacies, with people venturing far and wide to buy them. But you never learn how to brew a love potion. Well, that was, I guess, one run. It's a really quick, simple one. Almost too simple. I mean, I do like it, yes, But I will admit there is a bit of a boring factor to it because it's so quick, so not really much to do all in all. I like the music, the audio though. Regardless, this is in the humble Clickteam Fusion bundle right now. It's up until I think the 13th, the 11th, or something of October. There will be a link to the bundle in the description below, along with a link straight to the Steam store page if you decide you want to buy this because you can't get the bundle or you just want just this game or whatever. Along with that, there will also be a link to my Twitter for if you want to keep up to date on any news I may perhaps have to post. My Patreon if you'd like to support me and help me get these monthly bundles anytime they're available. And my Steam games list on the off chance you're curious as to what games I have. Also, please never forget a like, a comment, and a subscription to this YouTube channel. All three are greatly appreciated. That's it for now. Stay cool, cats. This is Raz, out.